Starting off with a couple of Cornish hens here. I've so far cut them in half and I'm getting ready to season them. And then I'm going to put them in a skillet and then I'm going to put them in the oven. So give me a minute and I'll season them up and I'll let you know what it looks like on the way inside the oven. And so I seasoned the hens up, cut them in half, as you saw before, put them in a skillet. Now I'm just going to pop a couple of lemons up under here, as I've seen some people on YouTube do. So popping a couple of lemons in there. And I want to put some onions up in there as well, up underneath each piece. And see how they do. Some onions, lemon underneath each one, a little bit of onions as well. So a bed of onions and lemons, I suppose. Lemon and onions, and I do like onions actually. Lemons again, and some more onions. Just pop them up underneath there. Already got it seasoned with some of this Tony's, however you pronounce the last name. I'll show you the color. That stuff I use a lot. This stuff I use a lot. And I put some paprika on there. And yeah. So we get our onions. I'm just gonna put onions in there anyway, the rest of them. Because I like onions, and I got some more mashed potatoes going. As I made recently, they were so damn good I had to make them again actually. They were actually so good I had them this morning. I had fish this morning and I had fish for lunch. That's how good it was. I couldn't wait to get up to eat the remainder of my fish. That's how good it was in my potatoes. So got that, and I got some beef broth or some kind of broth. I think I'm gonna pop up in there real quick. Give me a second to wash my hands. I already got my oven set for 400. I'm assuming that should be good enough. There's my broth. Some broth here. Bam. Put a little bit up in there. I was gonna put the potatoes in here, but I like my mashed potatoes so much the other day that that's why I'm gonna make some more with the remainder of the potatoes that I got. So I'm gonna park a little bit of water up in here. I don't want it to burn my pan, but enough to create some steam while it's cooking. And then it'll reduce over time. I'm guessing that should be about it. And I don't want to wash out my seasoning off. So we got that looking like that. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? All right, so I'm gonna pop it in the oven. I'm assuming I should have it in here for maybe 40-ish minutes, but we'll find out. I'm gonna just watch it over time. So that's what my hens are looking like. Seasoned up enough. Let me hit this little corner. Since some of my seasoning, some of the broth washed it off. Bam. All right, pop that in there, and then we'll go from there. Got my potatoes cooking right now as we speak. Can you see those potatoes? So that's what I'm doing in a moment. I will be back. All right, so my potatoes are ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of my ingredients in there. Typically what I'll do is put some butter in there, and I like using this garlic butter here. Adds a nice little flavor to it. Pop a little bit of that up in there. Realized I didn't have any milk, any almond milk or anything like that, but I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna put some sour cream in there as well. Maybe that'll help it out. And then sometimes in situations like that, I will use my trusty beef broth to help liquefy it a little bit. Had some butter hanging out for a little bit as well, so I'm gonna add a little bit of butter in that. This butter is still cold, so I'm gonna have to heat my potatoes up a little bit more. But I think this will be enough to get me started. So a little bit of that. Where is my paper towel? So then again, I'll add some of my favorite seasonings to it a little bit. Just a little bit of seasoning. And a little bit more. Not too much of this one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add it. Let me go ahead and crank this up a little bit actually. I'll use that burner. Cool. All right, so let me see, I got that. Put a little bit of sour cream in there. Hopefully it's within the year's expiration date. I used it recently, I think. So let me see, and I got my masher here. I'm gonna just mash these bad boys up a little bit first. Work them in there. Watch the stuff start to melt. And then I already know I'm going to want some of this chicken broth or beef broth to liquefy it a little bit. Start to work it in. And I'm going to need some more. So it's that right texture. I don't like mine too dry. I don't like it soupy either. The basic mash. These potatoes were really good though. I think there were some yellow or white potatoes, whatever kind that were. They weren't russet like the regular dark brown ones. Cut them up into pieces. Popped them in the pot. Let them boil. They were kind of soft. Not as rigid as the russet potatoes. Add a little bit more sour cream before I've even tasted it, just based on the texture of it. Go ahead and get in there a little bit, sour cream. Yep. Mix it up, spin it around. Smelling really good, actually. Is this the right texture yet? Like mine a little bit thinner. So I'll add some more. I do have a little bit of cream in there though. Let me see, I do have some creamer. Whipping cream I'll add a little bit of. Which one was this one? What are we doing for dates on this? I gotta check. I can't see it. I got some that I just bought though. Here. Can I get you on? Yeah. Add a little swig of that. Alright. And that might do it for my texture. Stir it all up in there. All right. See what we're looking like. I'll butter off my fork. What do you think? It's not too bad. Not too bad. I'm gonna go for some more seasoning because that ain't hitting right now. It's got the base flavor though, but not the full flavor. So a little bit more of that. A little bit more stirring. Actually, I'm gonna take it off the heat. Just burn it back there a little bit. Working in this kitchen. And I still got them hens going in there. Actually looking pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna flip them over in a minute. Let them cook on the other side a little bit. Or not, I don't know. All right, so let's check it out again. I think that's actually it. Yep, don't want to put too much salt on it. So potatoes are good. Waiting on the hens, and then it's on. See you shortly. Ever almost get full off of your sides before the main dish is ready. That's how these potatoes are tasting. It's good. All right, I gotta stop. All right, so I took it out momentarily so that I could put some butter on it. Where's my other knife? Looking for my other knife. Or a spoon or something. There we go. So I can just kind of rub it on there a little bit. Also thinking about making some gravy for this water that I have in there with it. But we'll see, to be determined. So throw the butter on there, let it do its thing. Try to spread it as best I can. And again, I'm thinking about flipping it over. I don't know. Sounding like it's ready to be crunched on. But we'll see, we'll see. And if I do the gravy, I think I got some starch in there. I might not want to wait for no gravy though. But it looks like it would be a good idea. Get some more butter. Melting butter. All right. Do it like that. Drizzle it on there a little bit. Actually, let some of it sit. But I don't want my skin to burn necessarily. All right, so I think that's pretty cool. Do it like that. And I don't want to cut it yet, but yeah, it's not too much longer to cook, I can tell. All right, I'll pop it back in the oven and we're gonna go from there. All right, so I actually drained some of that stuff out of the other pot or skillet that I had there. I'm gonna actually try to make some gravy here because there was quite a bit of liquid I had in there from the chicken broth. Grab some paper towel again. And I actually flipped that chicken over in the, bird over in the oven now. So I drained some of that stuff, flipped it over a little bit, and it's got about 5 more minutes to cook. In the meantime, let me see what I can do with this stuff here. Thought I had some cornstarch, but I didn't have any more cornstarch left over. It was baking soda that I saw, and I thought about using baking soda for my gravy. Don't know how that works, but I thought about it. But let me see what this does here. Instead, a little bit of flour. Stir it up a little bit. Forgot I actually had this skillet. I haven't used it in a while. And I don't want any lumpy gravy. That's almost the texture that I'm looking for without overdoing it. Got my onions in there. Alright, so that's about cool, I'm thinking. Put the rest of this flour up. And I'm going to season this up a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. Got a little bit of gravy going on. Test it out. Season it up a bit. But then again, it's already has some of that juice from the chicken, so it might be okay. I'm gonna turn it off now. It's almost the texture that it should be for gravy. Wouldn't you say? So let me get my spoon, or a spoon. See what we're talking about. Down to 2 minutes there. Yep. Flip that back over in a minute. But let's see what we're looking like here. Shit, yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Doesn't need any seasoning actually, but that's actually not bad. For some gravy made from beef broth and juice of hen. So that's gonna be rocking actually. Put this back up. Put the sugar back up. Other sugar back up. It actually wasn't bad, I like that. And it's like a gravy-ish texture there. Not too thin, but that's gonna be rocking on that chicken or hen, especially my mashed potatoes. All right, so that's dope. Down to 1 minute, get this out of the way. Gonna break this out now, actually. That's what that's looking like. Flip these birds back over. Like so. Since that's the pretty side. Okay. Not bad. Onions looking good. It's ready. Bam. So with that, I'm actually just gonna pour it right on top, man. That gravy was actually rocking, so I'm going to do just that. Pour that gravy at least inside of there. Yeah, I'll pour it inside. And then I'll scoop it out for the mashed potatoes. With that spoon, we don't want to waste any gravy. Man, that gravy is really good. All right. Pop you over here. And I have to remind myself this handle is hot as hell. I don't want to get burned. Slide it over a little bit. See, that looks good, man. Look at that. I wish you could smell it, but the gravy though. You can almost eat it like mashed potatoes. All right, so that's it. That's my Cornish hen. That's my my mashed potatoes. And I still had a little bit of green beans and corn left from last night, so I'm gonna rock that. Did you want to see it as well? I'm gonna rock that as well, my leftovers. All right, so I'm good. I'm all set. So hey, I'm gonna enjoy. Peace. And here we have the final plated product, which won't be plated for long.